Hey everyone, welcome back to OC Outdoorsman. I'm back here at Dana Point. Now next week there's going to be a big kayak fishing tournament out here, so Glenn's here with me today. You can see him in the yellow kayak in the background there. But our goal is to head south to find some really good fishing spots. First stop, the Dana Point bait barge. Glenn is just loaded up on live sardines. We're going to use that for bait today. And we're going to split that up. So you'll see here that we got some pretty decent sized sardines here. But once we split that up, we're going to head out into the open water. We're right in front of Doheny Beach. You can see the water is warming up again. It's right about 67, almost 68 degrees. Depth about 22, 23 feet. There's Glenn. As we head south to the fishing spots. Things start off slow. The first fish I landed this morning was a baby white sea bass. You're going to see him here. I sped up the footage. But in order to keep these, the white sea bass, they have to be at least 28 inches in size. You can see this is well below that, so I released this fish. I sped up the footage here because this next fish dove into the rocks as soon as I hooked him. But I managed to get him out, and it turned out to be a 15-inch California sheephead. By late morning, the bite really started to pick up. So I anchored down on the spot and started to focus my efforts in this area. After throwing out a sardine, something big just slammed it and dove right into the rocks. As you can see here, it was a struggle. I was trying to get him to swim out by releasing line and then tightening down my drag, hoping to just yank him out, but this fish was strong and he was hunkered down well. That first strategy normally works, where you simply just release line and let the fish swim out on its own. However, this fish was quite stubborn. He was in a good spot in the rocks and I just could not pull him out. So strategy number 2 is to pull up anchor and then move the boat to the other side of the rocks, where hopefully you'll have a better angle, better leverage to pull him out and reel him in. So as you can see here, I'm preparing to make that move. At this point, I've tightened down my drag, and as I'm moving, I'm constantly pulling on the line, hoping to find any sort of give. And at this point, you can see, finally, I get to the angle where I'm able to free him from the rocks and start reeling him in. He's now approaching the surface, and when I first got a glimpse of this fish, I couldn't believe it. The size of his head, it's hard to tell from this angle. I mean, he had a really huge head and mouth. After measurement, he came in close to 18 inches, weighed over 3 pounds. This was my personal best calico bass. Now, because they grow so slowly and it takes years for them to get to this size, I tend to release the biggest ones like this. So here, looks like he's fine. Man, calico bass are among the best fighters out here. Now, if only I could catch this fish again next weekend for the tournament. Well, here I'm approaching the landing point, so up comes the Mirage Drive and rudder. I just noticed the guy behind me flipped his rig. Oh, well, looks like he's okay. So back to paddles as I approach the beach. Another great day on the water, time to call it a day. Thanks you guys for watching, and if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe and like this video.